He's out of the hospital, and people are sucking their own dicks because they're like, oh, yeah, big old President Strongman. But he's going back to the White House, and he's continuing 100% the same regimen he would have been in the hospital. Apparently, this is against the will of people who are trying to keep him to stay at the hospital. He doesn't give a fuck.
So he's going to die?
There was a report.
What I'm hearing is that there's a good chance that he could still not make it.
If you look at the path of Herman Cain... After like 15 days, he was like, I'm feeling better. I'm out of the hospital. And then I was like,
fair.
oh, yeah, I'm feeling pretty great. Like 3 days later, he was dead.
Yeah, so. And you know what? Honestly, here's my whole take on it. Like, I'm not going to say that I want him to die. Because it's not that I want him to die. I just don't want him to be president anymore. Okay? But I want him to shake hands with Mitch McConnell. And I want Mitch McConnell to die. That would be stellar. I want him to engage in biological warfare with Mitch McConnell. And end that. That's what I want. When you come back, can I have ice cream? Can you get me some chocolate from some coffee ice cream?
You might want to do that while I'm gone.
No. I'm not getting up.
Yes.
What's happening? Is this the opening?
Yes.
I'm getting up. You gotta send it to me.
Yeah.
My bad.
Smooth, Al.
How do I do this?
What do you mean? You know how to do it.
Live.
Okay, we're in, boys.
Bosco! Free anti-mind control helmets for the first 50 lunatics to come out of hiding!
I've been telling you, little pals. He's just plain vanished.
We'd better look around the joint for clues.
Good plan, Sammo.
The Jackie ones are flying off the shelf today.
No!
Rare form, Jackie, rare form.
I deeply resent
Thanks,
that
Al.
comment, Mr. Paper.
Yeah, Flint. We're gonna have to join together and use every detective skill we know to find Bosco.
That's a great gag.
Any more ideas?
That was a great gag.
Let me think.
There's a big camera right there.
Mm-hmm. It's always been there.
Anyway.
All right, so we're going to pause here so Alex can go take his hot shit, and then...
Listen, you order Burger King for dinner, I take hot shit.
Well, if you had helped me clean the kitchen, we would have fucking mac and cheese, but you decided that you wanted to play Fatalia and didn't help me clean the kitchen.
Mac and cheese and felt bad.
Alex, I swear to God, you're going to give me crap right now. When you said to me, he literally said to me, I'll be done at 5, and then I'll come help you clean the kitchen. I was like, good, because I don't feel comfortable cooking until the kitchen's a little more clean. There's shit all over, not shit, there's foodstuffs all over the kitchen, and there's cans and dishes need to get done, and I'm tired of doing the dishes myself, all myself. I cook them food, and I do the dishes, and that's not right. So I asked him,
To be fair, Jackie, I don't think he was giving you crap right now.
No, he's not. Our poor toilet is definitely getting it. Yeah, no, I was just like, so 5 o'clock comes around, and I remind him, I was like, honey, you said 5 o'clock, you're gonna help. Yeah, I know. 20 minutes goes by. And I'm like, Al. And he's like, I know, but he doesn't stop. He still doesn't stop. So I was like, fine, I'm gonna order something, because I'm not cooking in that kitchen while it's like this. Okay,
Right.
fine. Abby bursts into tears because she was so excited to have mac and cheese.
Oh.
She was crying, and I was like, this poor kid was so excited for mac and cheese with bacon and peas. So I was like, well, we're definitely gonna have that tomorrow. But we have, the only way I got her to stop crying was to tell her, I'll get you chicken nuggets with a toy. That was the only way. She was inconsolable. She wanted mac and cheese.
Oh, Abby.
My God.
Do you want the audio recording from yesterday, by the way?
Yes, please, because I need to use it for my notes. That's awesome.
You mentioned it yesterday.
How did it go, by the way? Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
It's still.
I was nervous.
Oh no, you were fine, Jackie. I still don't know. I'm still confused about the gold nuggets, but
That's okay. The thing, I guess, you guys kind of like, the nice thing about the first room, because it was the first one I did, that was the one I had the longest time to plan. So I get why you guys felt better about that room.
yeah.
Over the others. The second room, see, I'm just going to tell you this because, I need to say something. I'm just going to let you know. So, the whole point of this is whatever you guys do on each floor affects what you're gonna come back to on your way down.
Okay.
So, it's not even about solving the riddles entirely, or even about, like, some of the riddles have nothing to do with the objects in the room. It has more to do with what your characters are doing and how they're behaving, basically. So so each room map has 3 or more options of what could come out of what you've done in that room, which is why I was writing notes the whole time. I was writing notes to make sure I made note of what you guys were doing, because later on it's going to affect whether or not something good or bad happens in that room. Everything looks different and changes on the way down.
Alright. Could be interesting.
So the gold nugget room is yeah, exactly. It's always bad, Sarah. And I gotta say, you guys, there were certain things, like, it's that was why I was so excited to have such a wide range of characters in this. Because, oh, 1 second.
It's okay.
There we go. Because, I didn't want everybody to be, like, totally neutral or totally good, because I wanted to see what happens with everything. Some of the stuff, you know, like, so far you guys have done quite a bit. I planned for a rogue because that's the one I'm most comfortable with. So, but I also planned for a wizard, and the whole thing with the potion. I'm just gonna tell you this because Joe is the one that's gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, I figured that.
So the thing with the potion, each potion actually boosts or hinders one of your base stats.
Oh god.
And I think, what did he take? He took the blue one?
Tapping, foot tapping.
Foot tapping, that's the dexterity one. So as a cleric, he is going to have better dexterity, but it's going to take down his strength.
That might have helped me. I don't think it's going to help him.
Well, that's the point. So the whole thing was that's why, like... so in that one, it wasn't so much like you weren't supposed to save the wizard or anything like that. It was basically like, what were you going to determine as the what effect or whatever were you going to deal with, and then the whether or not something good or bad happens was based on how you reacted to the king.
Right.
The king would be the one that determined whether or not you were okay. And I'm not gonna say what's gonna come because that's half of the fun for me.
Yes.
But I'm very excited for stuff like that because it's like, you know, how you like in the second room, how you reacted to Elvie was the big thing in that room, and then the gold nuggets were a secondary.
Okay.
So I'm excited for you guys to go back down. I literally made each floor like so. All of the floors have 3 options.
Yeah.
But some of them have 4. But the one the ballroom, the second floor, that one has 7 options.
Third floor?
Is that the third floor, the ballroom? Yes, the third floor.
Second was the
yeah,
dude
you're right.
in the cage.
You're right. So yeah, the third floor has 7 options because there's 6 stats, and then a 7 is if you manage to get out of there without taking a potion.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So, I'm actually really excited. I was really hoping. One option you're not gonna get that, like, I'll probably just show you guys the map because I'm so excited for it. That it's if you had done the. I think it would have been the red. Was it the red one? Maybe one of them did boosted your wisdom and dumped your intelligence. That one you would have had to peacefully try to, or not peacefully or not peacefully, try to coax a colossal octopus into letting you past. And in the map, the octopus is literally, like, hugging the walkway. So you can't get past it without, like, figuring out how to, like, use animal handling or something to make it chill out.
Oh, God.
So that one would have been a blast. I was really hoping you guys would get that one, but you didn't.
Joe kind of just went for one.
No, absolutely. Which is, like, this is the point. Like, the whole point is for you to, like, whatever smell or whatever, you know, whatever feeling it gave you when you sniffed the potion, it's whatever you think would be
associated with that.
associated with that. Like whatever you think would be important or what the king is looking for.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm so excited for the way down. Plus, I mean, especially if Alex gets to play.
Yeah, I know.
I was so bummed that he missed the rest of it because he's like I haven't told him anything.
Yeah, and he never gets to play either.
And he
It's
never
usually
gets to play.
just
So that's
DM.
why I was so bummed because I was like, I know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to start and the kids are going to wake up, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Although it was funny with them talking in the other room, or rather, it was a very one-sided conversation, but there was talking in the
Yeah.
other room.
Yes. Oh God.
Oh man. I think it turned out well, Jackie.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I was nervous, but it felt a little better by the end of it. I was like, okay, this isn't as bad as the fact that I made such detailed notes definitely helped me. If I didn't have those detailed notes, I'm pretty sure I would have just like fucked up left and right.
I wish I was able to pick that cabinet.
Honestly, you should be super grateful that you didn't.
Okay.
I mean, there's other determinations from that floor, but that's the floor that's specifically for like a rogue to
Yeah.
have to deal with like the temptation and all that shit. I think he's exactly what it is, sir. I wish I'd done this. No, you don't.
But I did get the grappling hook though.
You did, and I'm like so. Oh man, I'm just so excited. Like the 7th floor is okay. The 6th floor with the beds. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to get through that. By the way, so one thing you could have done in there that wouldn't have affected much, and Alex said that he would not have thought of this even if he was playing, which is kind of a bummer because I thought lots of people would think of this. You know, you could have gone through the couch cushions, right?
Oh no, I
Like
wasn't.
sofas, like a sofa.
Joe was sitting on it, and I wasn't
I
even
know. I
thinking
thought he
about
was
that.
gonna do it. I was like, oh, this is it. Joe's gonna feel in the couch cushions. This is it. He's gonna find the stuff, and he didn't.
The only thing I found was the frog.
The toad, yeah. That
Toad, yeah.
gross toad. I was not expecting Katie to talk to the toad, by the way. That threw me off. So that's good, because I have that in my notes now of like, well, here's what the toad might say. But yeah, this is the campaign that I want to like possibly sell on a Patreon if I can get my
Nice,
shit
yeah.
together. So as long as it's entertaining enough.
Yeah, it was. Every room I was trying to figure stuff out. I had no idea what to do. It was good.
Yeah, and like I
It's,
said, it's not a combat heavy one, and I can tell
No.
there's a lot of instances where I can tell you guys are like, well, if we can't fight, what do we do? Like I could feel it. I could feel the.
To be fair, the one we've been doing, the Yawning Portal,
Oh,
has been
absolutely.
almost 0 puzzles for
Yeah.
so long.
And that
There was
was why I was like, maybe they'll actually like this one because, I don't know, I would prefer doing like puzzle.
A little more. I know when we did the Tomoe-chan section,
Yeah, that one was cool.
there were some puzzles in there. But I remember before we went into it, Alex was saying about how like, oh man, you guys gonna have a big chance to die here. Be tons of puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
And there weren't many puzzles.
There really weren't. No, there was like, and honestly, I don't know if he was considering like the phylacteries of the puzzles, because they weren't. It was more just
No.
like, it was more just having people tell us. What I'm gonna
No,
tilt
it's
Jackie,
just-
but one of my friends was one of the co-author of Rime of the Frostman. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's awesome. I would love to be able to have somebody's input of that magnitude. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel also, I know Alex prefers DMing combat stuff, whereas
Yeah.
I'll probably, like, I guarantee you on the way down I will have to DM combat stuff. It's not my favorite, and I cannot make it as exciting as Alex does.
Alex frequently embellishes on everything
Oh,
going on.
he's so fantastic at it, though.
Yes.
Like he's got that knack that I just can't seem to do. I mean, to be fair, she's been writing stories nonstop and doing D&D all the time. Yeah, well, I've been writing stories nonstop. Alex embellishment did that shit start. Yeah, no, I've been writing. Exactly, first words. Yeah, no, I've been writing. I usually write stories nonstop. I've had issues with doing stuff lately, but I was hoping that this would solve that issue. But yeah, I think this is actually good for me because I have all these stories, ideas in my head. And I always try to write them, but I think this might actually be a better outlet for what I was trying to do in some cases.
Okay.
So I might actually try to write more campaign stuff. I gotta do that airship one, that airship murder mystery.
Yeah, that's a cool map.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Sarah, it's not. No, it's clearly his first phrase was, "Eat a dick."
Oh god, if you guys only knew the household that he grew up in, you'd say like, oh my god, that's probably right.
Yeah, no, I've heard enough.
Oh my god.
That may have been it.
My god, I felt like when we first started dating, I think his youngest brother was 8 and Quinn was 10, and I think I said to Alex like 6 months into the relationship, I was like, your little brothers don't have a childhood. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, what do you mean, what do I mean? Like, your little brothers are sitting there, you know, saying eat a dick and watching South Park, and like they don't have that innocence that kids are supposed to have until they're like 12 years old. And he was just like, well, I mean, he's got all these older brothers. It's like, no, it's not you guys. That was a parenting thing. Like, they should not have allowed that. But they just, like, at that point, there were excuses up the wazoo on why they allowed that. Oh, man. I don't know how long he's gonna take for his hot shit.
They usually go about 15 minutes, right?
Oh, 15? No.
At
like
least.
45.
It depends.
I mean, he took an hour and 10-minute one today. I'm not joking.
I think you need some more fiber, Jackie.
No, he's gonna come out and be like, I have IBS, what do you want from me? I want you to take faster shits. Obviously.
Nothing will be when we're playing Day of the Tentacle, though.
Oh, yeah.
And he was stuck
I'm
on
talking
a puzzle.
about your shits, yes.
Sorry, I'm watching a Sudoku video.
Sudoku? Is that what he
Yes.
said?
Yeah.
The tactical poop?
Oh, God.
Ready?
He's like, alright. I don't know what's going on in this
Tactical
puzzle.
poop. Yes, it was a tactical poop.
poop. And then he came back, and then he just aced everything.
Of course. That's what he does, man. It's like when he's pooping, all the blood goes back to his head. You know, all the blood that's been stuck in his colon to try and like keep those muscles going, keep it all in. Once that's released.
I have a serious disease.
Can I have my ice cream now? You do have a serious disease. I know. Why? Alex, it's not a toy, okay? That's to keep your son from killing himself. Stop it!
What is happening?
I have a corner guard for tables and things. Alex keeps playing with it like it's a snake and shoving it in his face. Because I married a child.
Yeah.
Yes, I want coffee. Alex also married a child, apparently.
No.
Yeah, no.
You can't have
Sarah.
coffee ice cream.
Alex just said no, because children can't have coffee ice cream.
Jackie, I'd like to point out you were so aggressive in your need to get coffee ice cream last time
Wait! No, don't do it! Don't show them!
that she punched a hole in the bottom of it. She was so fervent.
Jackie.
Her blind fury didn't even notice.
I did notice!
You did notice.
I just put it back because I was like, it'll freeze, it's not gonna leak. Oh god. I'm actually tearing up.
It's just like the ice cube trays. You really don't know your own strength.
I was a gymnast for 10 years, man. I was supposed to be strong. And I built these muscles and then they turned into fat and somehow they got stronger.
I'm just picturing you as Lane now pushing Jerry.
Oh God. I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not.
No, don't be.
For shame.
Don't eat it! Oh, thank God.
Alright, Jackie.
Don't give me that face! Look, I'm already embarrassed enough as it is, okay?
I'm
Jackie,
not
we
gonna take Adventure Game Night seriously. What are we
It
even
says the
doing?
guy that's wearing the fucking corner guard as a necklace!
Alright,
Like a
pay
fucking
attention,
mayor!
Jackie.
Like a mayor.
Like a British mayor with those, like,
The
bands.
medals that they wear.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Jackie, we haven't really talked about the game we're going to do after this, but we'll do season 3. But I mean, after that, I think I kind of mentioned it to you, but I think it might be time, Jackie,
Uh-oh.
for a little Sierra.
Get the fuck out!
Is that
I think the best part about that is that I didn't even see you doing it in the corner of my eye. I wasn't paying attention to you at all. And then I turn over, and you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, hang on, my eyes are crying. Oh my God. What the fuck are you doing?
I can only.
You gotta stop it! I can't breathe. You're gonna make me pee my pants.
Anyway,
That is a legitimate concern in this household.
this is stinky.
After having 2 kids, I'm legitimately in danger of peeing my pants when Alex makes me laugh too hard. And he does it all the fucking time. And when I warn him, he doesn't fucking stop because he doesn't care.
I don't.
I can't tell you how many accidents I've had. It's not funny. I'm an adult.
Okay, you keep eating your ice cream.
Thank
I'll control this.
As informative as Max
Oh my God! What the fuck's going on in this house?
Bosco is.
So what I was saying is a Sierra game.
Here,
Yay!
Yes,
I'm
Sierra
excited.
I've always
I'm
wondered what
torn
Bosco
between
keeps
2.
hidden back
Oh, here's the thing I will
always
say.
wondered if
I
he's
feel
wearing
like for
pants
that,
back there.
unless it's one of unless it's the rare one that I haven't played, which I think the only one I haven't played is
Bosco? No,
4?
different weenie.
I didn't say King's Quest.
No, you
Everything we
led me
needed
to
solve
believe
last
things when
year
you said
is a
Sierra.
conspiracy.
Sierra. You're right. I did lead you to believe that.
Of course, I
So
still
my
have
thought
God.
was either we do King's Quest 1, and even then I'm torn between doing the old version and the updated version. Or we do something a little weirder.
It's Bosco's Michael's Moai head toy.
What was it? Conquest of Camelot was the other one that I had.
It's another fun one.
That's
I've
something we
never
could
played
do.
that one, so we could do that too. But if we do King's Quest 1, I will say, I want Alex. Alex has never played it, so I want
Another-
Alex to be
The
in
code
charge
is
of
in my
playing
head.
it.
We better
Oh,
find
I mean,
it
I figured
soon,
the
then.
2 of us
We
would
must
do
be
it.
getting
Because
Oh
the
yeah,
other of
because
us
you guys
are
have never played it before.
This keypad
Yeah.
must control
Yeah,
the
I
laser
want you
grid
guys to
blocking
be in charge of
Bosco's
that, and I just
bathroom.
watch. I get to be
Oh,
the I get to be
use
the
it
hoops
spell
in that
boobies.
situation.
I love that.
Bosco, lasers, and pushing random
That's exciting.
buttons are 3 things that don't go well
If
together.
only I could make my own ice cream.
situation, I guess.
Everything
Alex
they
is
needed to solve
himself.
last year's hypnotism conspiracy.
Did you notice everything
I'd
that's happening
kill
here?
For a time machine right about now. Of course, I'd
So
kill.
I've had a long history of not wanting to play many Sierra games.
Yeah.
Jackie, you have
Even
to
though King's Quest is considered one of the best there is, he's all against it because Sierra made it.
Jackie, you have to look at the
No.
things that are on here.
Bosco stuff.
There's a meatball
everything we
DPS,
needed to
symptoms
solve
of
last year's
APD, a
hypnotism
don't vote for
conspiracy.
me sign,
Whew.
chicken
I'd
eating
kill
manure
for a
on
time
a
machine
I saw that.
right about
VHS.
now.
Basically,
Of course,
he had
I'd
at all
kill for
times
just about
everything we
anything.
needed for every station in the
That's great.
previous game.
That's fantastic.
And
Wasn't
didn't
lying.
give it to us.
No. It's not that it's because it's Sierra game. Because it's King's Quest, Jackie. and anytime I've played it, because I have played through King's Quest
Bosco,
2,
you in there?
Right.
I hope
was not happy.
Well, okay. I
We
guess
already
I'm one
checked
of the
the
only
road.
people
Just
in
a
the
pigeon
world
AA meeting.
who
Nothing
likes
worth
very
mentioning.
punishing adventure games. As in, like, the thing about King's Quest is, if
Just
you
an enlarger.
you
No
have to
big
do
thing.
certain actions, you have to solve certain problems, and if you don't
Our lust for
solve
this tangy
the
fruit
puzzle,
drink
or if you
started this
forget
whole
something
mess.
and you move past that point,
No clues here.
you can't get any further, and you can't
No,
get
no,
back.
What's inside?
And you
What's
can't-
inside?
You can't get back, but you
No
don't
clues here.
necessarily know if you can't get further.
THEM
Exactly,
really out there?
until you get to that point
All
that you
that
can no longer
paranoia.
go. So,
Couldn't even see
but
Know
I
that you
love
can
that
no-
because it's so real world. I
Hey,
love that.
Snow,
It's
what's
like, hi, you
shaking?
got regrets. Start the game over. Try again, man.
Except starting the game over is not so real world.
No, it's not. But the rest of it is.
Right, you're... yes.
I do like here,
Paranoid.
1040 minus 540
Couldn't even
equals
save
500.
We can't get in until we get past this laser grid.
To get past the laser grid, first you have to forgive the laser grid.
What?
The freezer's Bosco free. A painful reminder of the Bosco-shaped hole in our hearts.
You have a bolt cutter?
No, I have a toy in my head. And a big gun.
Maybe we should go to our office.
I don't think you can leave.
Oh. Well, did you look in there?
No Bosco's in
Yes.
here.
There's a AA meeting for pigeons.
Bosco didn't take any pictures of himself. His camera no doubt thanks him.
Ah, it's not like you to give up on a case, Sammo.
You're right, Flint. Don't know what came over me. Hey, Flint.
Found anything yet, Sammy?
Still working on it. Why were you keeping an eye on Bosco?
A going away present for my old partner. God rest that bastard. First case he ever had, 40 years ago, and never solved. Some doll who wanted to keep an eye on this Bosco mook. Said he'd done her wrong, and he had to take the fall.
Could we go in a time machine and Max ends up being the woman who... Yeah.
How long has Bosco been missing?
While you were in Schnitzeltown making chummy with the undead, there was a ruckus in the back of this
How
guy.
old is Bosco?
The B-man took a powder.
Don't worry, Flint.
It was his
We've got
mother.
the skills to find
mother
whoever
said that.
kidnapped Bosco.
I am still president after all.
That may be, but are you a bad enough president to rescue the dude?
Yeah.
Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president? It's from the game Bad
Yeah.
Dude.
Any leads on where Bosco went?
He kept yapping on about THEM and his secret bunker. The poor delusional sap.
What's
THEM.
the
That's
word on
gotta
the street on
that's gotta
Bosco's
mean something
disappearance?
specific.
I've been making chin music
Yeah,
with
them.
every
Them.
pigeon in this
Well,
bird,
yes,
but
but-
nobody's singing. Trails dried up like a hobo's
Did no one
inner
else do
thigh.
that math?
How quickly the lingo goes from colorful
What, you
to
mean 1040 minus 540? Bosco did that math.
Flint.
You boys know where to find me.
Huh.
Aren't those radio codes 1040?
I can't use this keypad until I find the code. It says the code is in my head. My first
What's in
Moai
his head?
head. And hopefully my last.
Wait, that's his toy Maui head?
Yes, the toy Maui head.
Whatever it is, man. Moai.
Yeah,
Oh,
we gotta
sorry.
go bash the shit out of this thing.
Yeah. With what though?
Maybe we can put it in the bomb disposal unit.
Yeah. Ooh, nuke it.
Oh
What's
yeah,
in the
It's
X-ray?
the X-ray machine.
I do like, though,
Let's
how
have a
your
look at your
first
X-ray,
instinct was
Mr. Moai.
destroy.
Let's see what's causing that persistent tinnitus.
Prognosis, Sam?
Either this toy has a tumor the size of an overfed cat, or it's too dark to read it.
What? And larger.
It doesn't enlarge X-rays.
Oh, fuck you. Sorry.
Not happening.
God, my brain is just all over the place.
The X-ray's plenty big enough. It's just too dark to make out.
How do you get more light? There you go. Put it up there.
It's Bosco's lighted display board.
I like how they called it an X-ray viewer.
Yeah.
I wish they just said lighted display board.
Say
Five
it.
three one
Looks
eight
like
zero zero
Bosco's
eight.
as clever as you
Yeah,
are in
boobies.
cutting-edge intellectual humor.
You gotta admit, that is pretty funny.
Oh boy.
I knew right away it was gonna be boobies.
Of course you did.
Well, because Max said it.
Well,
so
because boobies.
also because boobies.
You're dead, Sammo.
Let's check in the bathroom for more clues.
We should watch Mars Attacks.
We can't watch that
Yes.
with Abby.
No, not with Abby. No.
No.
We should bring Abby into this.
Well, because it's assumed that if we're watching a movie, at least right now, it's assumed
Let's
that
see if
Abby
there's
will
anything
be
in the
there.
bathroom to tell us where Bosco's top secret bunker
Oh
is.
God, all of
or
his
maybe
legs.
the bathroom is his top secret bunker.
This is
Demagnetized
exactly where I
shirts.
want to spend an apocalypse.
Oh God.
I sense that something terrible happened here.
Ho ho! You don't know the half of it.
if
Bosco
you
has all his
explode
shirts
it,
specially treated
they
to
will
block out the
come.
thought control rays.
H-E-Y.
Lest
H-E-Y,
nefarious
see?
forces take control of
It's
his
different than
nipples.
them. Paranoiac.
Well, that's the
Bosco Tech
nipples.
Drain Liberator 6000. I'm not going anywhere near that thing.
Not
Drain
after seeing
liver.
what it did to that sludgy delivery guy.
The sound alone still haunts my nightmares.
God.
Bosco's been ordering nothing but baking soda and paper mache. Hot toilet wine. Everything
No.
Bosco would need to survive for months.
Hot toilet wine.
A nice aged bottle of Nippy Valley.
Woof! Nippy Valley Woof. For party time or any time.
That's disgusting.
Some idiot left the cork out, Max. It turned to vinegar. I'm
Will
pretty
you
sure I
take that,
can
I'm
hold
sure?
it until the end of the case.
Pretty sure.
From the looks of it, these
Alex
wine
couldn't.
bottles haven't been touched in decades.
I probably could have, but I really wanted to see that Sudoku video.
If you explode it, they will come.
And if it's brown, flush it down.
Good job,
Baking
Max.
clean
soda
up
plus
in here.
vinegar
I don't
equals
wanna disturb
eruption.
any
We know
evidence.
that.
You're
That's how we
those.
clean out
Such
our
a crude and
drains.
barbaric means of bladder relief.
Says the guy who uses the fire hydrant.
A
Cotton
jumbo-sized bag of cotton balls.
Don't open it, Sam! I can never eat just one.
Bosco's high-tech, 100% convincing
Look at all those
disguise kit.
disguises.
So, which kit was he using last
He's got
year,
all the
then?
volcanoes. Look at all these volcanoes. The baking soda volcanoes.
Bosco's disguises, each more offensively ludicrous than the last.
Is it because we blew up the Moai volcano?
I don't know. But we're probably
There's
going
no
to
way
have
I'm
to take
touching
some
that
baking
towel.
soda.
Not after all the people who've been using it.
Bosco and I are the only ones who ever come back here.
Exactly.
Not big enough, bigger. Now see if you can get some baking soda in there.
It's an industrial-sized barrel of baking
Oh,
soda.
and I like the exploded barrel of
Bosco
baking
keeps
soda.
plenty of baking soda on hand to keep
Yeah.
the bathroom fresh.
It's like I'm always telling you, Sam. We need a much bigger explosion.
This time, you might be right, Max. I don't know how to open the barrel.
Put it in the other barrel.
I was gonna put it in the toilet.
There's not enough baking soda left.
In the urinal?
No way.
Do it in the other
Nope.
toilet.
Nah.
Well, then the bomb is supposed
Nothing
to do it,
doing.
maybe.
No way.
I don't think it's going to work, though.
Nope.
I think you need something else. Can you take one of the unfinished ones?
That's what I'm gonna check.
Tons of model volcanoes just like the one on Easter Island. It's like Bosco was obsessed with this shape.
Like I'm obsessed with the shape of Bosco's unnaturally bulbous forearms.
A little like that, but slightly less creepy. Rampaging Roy Neary with a meat and two sides. Recognize that from Easter Island, Max? It's a model volcano.
I'd say it's downright exemplary.
Glorious. Well, let's read the messages.
Baking soda plus vinegar equals eruption.
Sounds hot, but they didn't leave a phone number.
Like the Van Halen song.
It's empty.
That's a great song.
It is a great song.
Oh, look, Burger's playing Hades.
He certainly is.
Certainly.
Ooh, what if we put it in the enlarger?
No siree.
we need a bigger explosion.
I wonder if the vinegar can go in the enlarger. I doubt it.
Give it a shot.
Not happening.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing doing. Nah.
Nah,
Why don't you talk to Flint about what you
Nuh-uh.
saw?
No way.
Oh, you probably need to put it in the wastebasket in the
No
bathroom.
siree.
that's
How's it
possible.
going, Flint?
Quiet up.
Not yet. Do you know anything about volcanoes, Flint?
Caused by mantle plumes, Sam. Rock deep within the earth starts moving up because it's hot. Hotter than a Brazilian acrobat in a Catholic schoolgirl uniform playing bass guitar and quoting
I meant the
from...
ones Bosco was making.
No clue, pals.
He cuts him off.
You boys know where to find me.
By the way, all I'm thinking of is the volcano song from Storybots.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The earth is built with layers. Sorry.
Nothing doing.
I'm gonna look up the lyrics now because I can't get it out of my fucking head.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Ogres have layers. Onions have layers.
Ogres are like volcanoes.
I love how it's volcano. If you say
Nope.
Storybots volcano, the second option is song lyrics.
Nah, I have some already.
I wonder if I did this. I wonder how many of these I can stick in here.
That's what he said?
Ew. Let's go for 5. Aw,
Looks like I'm always telling you, Sam. We need a
This time,
lame. I thought for sure that it wouldn't allow me to put multiples in there if...
Can't you just pour the vinegar into the big thing?
So I tried.
I don't know how to open the barrel. Not happening.
So
There's
I
not
have to
enough
open the
bacon.
barrel.
What was that for, Sam?
That
There you go.
barrel was looking at me funny.
Oh, I've got the lyrics now. I'm fucking good. Sorry. I might break out into song later. I told you. That's the explosion we needed.
And the school board said our cases had no educational merit.
Do it again! Do it again! What's that
Whoa.
noise?
THEM.
Oh no!
They've come for us, Max. It's THEM.
Good!
Or is it
About time we
THEY?
found out who's responsible for this travesty.
If you explode it, they will come. It's THEY, not THEM.
Chariots of the dogs.
Don't forget, you get to shoot things. I love how I love your bass player head bob.
Sorry, it's a little bossa nova beat.
We doing the Joe Dart. Joe Dirt on the Joe Dart.
What did you say?
I said you're doing the Joe Dart.
Oh, the Joe Dart.
But don't worry, I never expect you to listen.
I'm sorry, I was going bam 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 bam.
I know you were. I know it's okay, honey.
It's
What?
Bosco. Oh god damn it!
Look, I can explain.
Did you get a haircut, Bosco? There's something different.
Oh God!
Finally see a doctor about
His head
that
is so small compared to the
personal
rest.
problem?
You guys done?
Yeah, that's all we got.
Good. Now shut up and help me!
What seems to be the problem, Bessie?
That elevator over there!
Seraph's
It's horrible!
Yes,
Seraph's
Sarah.
favorite character.
Right with you, Sarah.
THEM, but when I got out, I saw my mother.
I told you.
It gets worse. I ran out of there fast as I could, and when I came out, I was like this. You gotta fix it, guys.
What are you doing on an alien spaceship?
I got tired of being scared of THEM. I finally said, bring them on. I built this device that let me predict where they were gonna show up next. Then I let them come on and take me.
So, did you get udders, or are you a boy cow?
That's none of our business, Max. What happened next, Bosco?
I used the device on myself, you know.
Way ahead
tested.
of
After that,
the
it's all
political
a
norm
blur.
here.
What's with all the volcanoes
Fucking
back in your store?
explain.
Guys, try to keep up. Haven't you figured anything out yet? The volcano is what summons the spaceship, fools.
Sam, is it my imagination, or are we being scolded by the guy who's half cow?
Where's this THEM detector device you were talking about?
I don't know. I must have lost it in that elevator after I got turned into this thing.
You're a cow.
What
it's
is
not a
this
thing.
place, Bosco?
You guys still don't get it? This is it. The center of the entire operation of THEM.
Kinda sparse for the headquarters of a sinister cabal bent on world domination.
You don't need much room when you can go anywhere you want through time and space.
Up.
There we go.
The place seems pretty empty.
Oh my
Where are
God,
THE1
is Max's
hanging
mother-
out?
I don't know.
Sorry.
But you
Oh,
can
God.
bet they're
I
around
hope
here
not.
somewhere, just waiting to probe us and
Ew.
turn us all into freakish animal-human hybrids.
Ew.
Bosco,
The island of
Sam is
Dr.
standing
Moreau.
right here.
A terrible movie.
Don't go anywhere, Bosco.
Every
Now
one of
where
them.
am I gonna go? Looking at?
Including the Brando
Help me
one.
get back to
Oh
Especially
God,
the Brando one.
especially the Brando
Normal?
one. That one was
We-
that
Get you
that
back the way you were
that
before,
filming
but
was cursed,
we're
by the
not
way.
promising more.
We watched that with Joe.
We
Oh,
should.
we should watch that with Joe. That Dr. Moreau
Looks
movie.
like
Oh my
some
God,
kind
it's
of
horrible.
Weird alien raid.
Exactly.
We should
My
really just watch
favorite
the
part, though-
documentary about the making of
We
it.
should watch that too. But my
Appears to be
favorite
made
is
of the
that
finest
the
leather
way
from
Val
only the
Kilmer
finest in
hated
mutilated
Marlon Brando
cattle.
by the end of
Don't
it,
joke
and he
about
just
that.
started imitating him by the end, and he's like really
Hey,
making
Max,
fun of him
what do you think
hard.
this thing is?
Calibrating. Complete. I now have mastered your primitive but no less valid language. Please choose from the following topics of conversation.
System ID, owner ID, obvious query, elevator usage. Or system settings, terminate.
What are my options?
My personality can be configured to respond in the style most appropriate to the user. Please choose from the following options.
I fight for the user.
Politically correct, default, suggestive, abusive, or passive aggressive.
Let's go suggestive.
Suggestive.
Oh, that is exactly how I like it.
Who are you?
The better question
I almost
is,
want to go back and
who
pick the other
are
ones to
you?
see what it's like.
The better question is, who are you?
Where's the crew?
Don't worry about them. This moment is all about us.
What happened
Can
to
we go
Bosco?
back and listen to the other
Bosco
ones too?
made illicit use of the time shuttle and just savaged history.
How do we use that elevator?
Print out a card to where you want to go and insert it slowly into the time card reader.
I have to say, I love how sultry this is. It's so
We'd like to
disturbingly,
get a time card, please.
disturbingly
I cannot
sultry.
print a time card until the captain chooses a destination.
Oh God.
So long.
I'll see you later.
That's the kind of shit that
Okay, Jackie.
like chick lit has.
What are my options?
My personality can be... Please choose.
Abusive?
Yeah.
Abusive.
Good choice, moron. Did you come up with that yourself, or did your idiot friend help out?
Who are you?
Did it ever dawn on you I might be the ship's computer, moron?
Where's the crew?
They're away talking to people who aren't idiots, which means they're luckier than me.
Oh my God.
What happened to Bosco?
Oh,
is
gee, I
fantastic.
don't know. Do you think it might have something to do with screwing around with his history, Brainiac?
How do we use that elevator?
It's a time machine. You get time cards. Figure it out, moron.
We'd like to get a time card, please.
I cannot print a time.
Yeah, that one doesn't
All right,
print.
so can we do
Oh, I got
So
terminate.
long.
Get lost, failure.
shit?
Okay. And now we're going passive aggressive.
What are my options?
Yes.
My personality. Please.
Passive aggressive.
Selection acknowledged. I'll just alter my entire personality matrix to make you more comfortable.
Who are you?
Oh, nobody. Just the one who controls all functions of the ship's computer. That's all.
Where's the crew?
Oh, I don't know. They're off somewhere, leaving me to take care of everything.
What happened to Bosco?
Oh, he just interfered with causality, leaving it for the rest of us to clean up.
How do we use that elevator?
Just print out a time card whenever it's convenient for you.
Oh, God.
Don't worry about wasting
So it's
paper
coming
or
back to
anything.
my mind now, and now I remember this definitely is the best one of this season.
This episode.
So
yeah.
long.
Fine.
So far, I'm really liking this.
It's not like I was still talking.
I gotta tell you, the abusive one was okay, but I would rate it and say suggestive, passive-aggressive, abusive.
There appears to be an 18% loss of efficiency in the starboard tachyon pulse prime
Suggestive was
emulator.
super creepy.
It'd
though.
take me 4 days to fix.
You have 30 seconds.
Great Star Trek joke.
It always stops at one on the
Either
show.
we've seen a huge spike in theta wave radiation off the port bow, or I have no idea how to read this thing.
Moo.
If the elevator's moving, looks like some kind of weird alien.
Portable AI.
The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator.
I'm gonna set him back to sultry real quick.
What am I?
Please.
So long.
Alex is playing. We're getting 1,000 clicks.
Yep. When abusive is the last of them, they're good. Yes. That suggestive one, man. Oh my god, I felt like I needed a shower afterwards, but I couldn't stop laughing.
All right, we're in Bosco's past.
I'm sure it's gonna be great. Was he
Bosco's
born in
again?
this show?
How'd we end up back here?
Judging from the lack of safety
Infant
railings and
formula.
ready availability of guns
Dandy
and ammo,
diapers.
I'd say we've gone back
Guns!
in time.
Jesus!
Seems to be
the same
Oh, there she
sometime in
is.
the early sweet mother of mole sauce.
You fools gonna buy something, or do you want to make a baby?
Oh god, Max is his dad.
The spaceship's
That'd be
artificial
fun.
intelligence
No, that'd
unit
be
is stuck on the
terrible.
elevator.
Oh god.
It's Gorger baby cribs. Big ammo. Bum wipe.
Milk and hooch. Something
Milk
for the
and
kiddies and
hooch.
something for your cereal.
Oh god.
Cold orange things you suck never go out of style.
It's disgusting. And that's what Trump says.
Man, women. Ew.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
God.
Believe me, I'm not happy that came out of my
Russians
brain.
sent first woman into space.
Soon they'll send all their women into space.
Wine bottle.
A nice aged bottle of Nippy Valley
You gotta leave the
brand
cork
vinegar.
out. So it turns into
Aw,
vinegar.
Some idiot left the cork in, Sam. It's still wine.
Well, we'll
Let's
fix
just
that.
let that breathe for a few decades, Max. I'm
Okay.
still fairly sure I can hold
So
it.
here's my question. Are we the ones that scribbled all those notes in the bathroom? Is that why he's so paranoid?
I like the call of the void. In his
I'm
face.
still fairly
Here,
sure
watch,
I
Jackie.
can hold it.
It wouldn't be an adventure game night without visiting the
We're
toilet.
She's
better
right.
in lunch numbers than in the John. My paws are spotless. Oh, the germs look so young.
That totally call of the void. I do relate too well to it. A man could get lost in there for an hour and 20 minutes.
At least.
What a waste.
That
What
was
a
this morning,
senseless
dude.
waste.
I know. That's why I said an hour and 20 minutes.
I was
Also,
good.
Jackie,
I
you
was
missed
being
this.
nice by saying an hour 10.
You missed this line.
I did.
Spilt milk.
No, that's not what the line was. But
What was it?
You're like,
Spilt milk.
What was it?
he said, "What a waste." What senseless way.
Oh,
Looks like a weird bread-making machine.
a baby
Don't be
baby.
silly. That's my baby maker. You take a spit sample from the mother and one from the father, mix them together in that machine, and then out comes a happy little bundle of perfection.
Finally, somebody explains how that works.
That's not the generally agreed upon method, Max. What's this?
Oh, good.
It's my
A turkey
chemical
baster.
Get somebody to spit on it, and it gives you a sample test tube for the baby maker.
Mind if we borrow it?
Go ahead. I already got all I
Is
need.
Bosco his own dad?
That's not possible.
I think I'm better off not knowing what Max is made of.
Nice try.
I don't need a sample from him.
I went for it, you know.
I
got
wonder
a big
who it is
cork.
then. Because clearly we have to be the
This
ones
sample
that.
says Mama Bosco.
Don't touch that. I made that sample when my spit was most fertile.
Jesus Christ.
Baby food and bum wipes. If you use less of one, you wouldn't need as many of the other. Hey, Max.
If only that's how that
remember
worked.
that old carbon dater we got from Sybil last year?
Yeah, we gave it to Bosco so he could keep scanning his weenies.
Looks like he's made some modifications to it.
Ooh.
Don't touch that.
Nah.
Check out the guns.
They're
They're beautiful.
the one constant across all human cultures of all times is a massive amount of waste.
Oh, I want to carbon date these meanies. Lame.
Want to carbon date these weenies.
This week's special: milk, paper towels, 9mm hollow points.
I gotta tell you too, Al.
9mm hollow
You know what I
points are
find really
always
funny
special.
about that? The song you made up for Miles earlier. I'm cleaning your weenie. Your weenie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It printed
Oh,
out
it
a
was.
card
I'm
with
sorry.
the
I'm
Intergalactic Freelance
your
Police
wiener is
logo.
clean, or your wiener. That was
Originally
it.
futuristic.
Oh my god.
I was
Oh.
laughing so hard.
I just remembered my favorite line in this.
It
We'll get to
printed a
it.
time card with a presidential seal and
Ooh.
some strange numbers.
What was that?
We just needed to scan you for.
The hell you did. Explain yourselves.
Yeah, this is definitely Bosco's
You
mom.
must be Mrs. Bosco.
That's Ms. Bosco. I don't want any part of your oppressive patriarchy.
See, she didn't need to
Fair
change her
enough,
fucking
ma'am.
name.
Miss, you.
Who are you?
You.
Sam and Max, freelance police.
Finally, the police. Maybe you can help me catch that fool.
What was that you said about making a baby?
I'm made uncomfortable by this line of questioning, Sam.
That's just because you're scared of a world where career-minded women don't need to be tied to a man to have a family. This ain't the past anymore.
fair.
It's the 1960s.
What?
They can talk about putting a person on the moon, and I can invent a baby-making machine.
Go for it, sister.
How does this baby-making machine work?
You just take a DNA sample from the mother and the other person. And combine it. Let it bake a couple hours.
So it doesn't
and
have
you've
to
got
be a dude.
Beautiful baby girl. Or boy, I guess. I've already got
Oh.
my own samples in there.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna
She
test
wanted
it
a
out
girl,
tonight
but she
after
got a
closing.
boy.
How do you
Although
get the DNA samples?
he does have udders.
Isn't that obvious?
Now.
Maybe Bosco's a woman.
No.
Saliva, fools.
Okay.
Well, naturally.
I still think
Oh,
that
of
that was a that was an attempt to
Where'd you
be
get
what
the
Mama
father
wanted me to
sample?
be.
Oh, him. Well, I was just in Washington, D.C. for a special occasion, and when I was touring the White House, I met a nice man in a dark suit. He was polite
Super
and
Bowl?
didn't say much. Seemed like his spit
You
was
think
as
so?
good as anybody else's,
No, I can
so
see
I
that.
picked him.
It's a shame. I would have been so happy if it was Super Bowl.
Where'd you get?
No, the White. He was.
We're here to help your son.
I don't have a son. You think it's not enough I'm a businesswoman and inventor? A woman's only useful if she's got a son.
It's not that. We're friends with him.
Well, acquaintances.
We know him.
We've spoken to him more than once.
Doesn't matter. I'm not defined by my children. But when I do have one, she's gonna be the
There it
most
is.
perfect little angel.
Told you.
Which fool did you want us to catch exactly?
That man who just came in here yelling about conspiracies and busting up the place.
That's the guy.
Bosco always did
Yeah.
know how to make
I
a
know.
memorable first impression.
I know. It was a joke.
Can you tell us more about the
fuck out.
man who trashed your shop?
He took one look at me and screamed.
That should narrow the list of suspects down to any man with eyes.
Yeah, he stumbled back and ran right into my baby maker.
Ouch.
That's a
We
good
can't
joke.
take the case, but we'll keep an eye
I was
out
waiting
for
for them to
your
make a
vandal,
baby
Miss
maker
Bosco.
joke.
I swear if I ever
excellent.
find him, I'm gonna make sure he gets no pleasure in this life.
Ah, I haven't heard a tale of motherly love like that since the Manchurian Candidate.
See you later, Miss Bosco.
Says the President of the United States.
Swinging
Right,
sneaky
yeah.
chicks and start a groovy hullabaloo.
Men,
Cut it out, Max. You don't even like girls.
Oh, right.
you got a problem with women?
Nah, just never interested. With all the general malice I have to get done in a day, girls are just a huge waste of time.
I have never been as turned on as I am right now.
Oh my god.
What?
You just never found the right
There
one.
it is.
And
Told
I
ya.
never found the
Max
right
is our
man.
dad.
Forget the baby
Well,
maker.
Bosco's dad, not our dad.
Catastrophic temporal anomaly detected.
Run away with me, Max. My white stallion.
Curse my irresistible animal magnetism.
Oh my god.
I'm president of the U.S., and you'd make a lousy first lady.
You just don't know what you want. I may not be the first, but I'm the last lady you'll ever need.
I'm married to my career.
They had the ceremony in Canada because it's legal there.
All those excuses you keep making just prove you need me.
I'm a bad seed. I can't be faithful to just one woman.
Oh, I'm enough for at least a dozen women. You dog, you.
We're from different worlds. I'm from Earth, and you're from the freakiest planet of the freak system.
Opposites attract, baby. You're the only man not falling over himself to get me.
Just looking at you repulses me.
And that's from a guy who has a 12-volume scrapbook labeled Things I Have Shed.
Oh,
Try to push me away, but I know how you really feel.
I think I'd rather take napalm in an IV drip while being pulled through a wheat thresher than spend another second with you.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Jesus.
Miss Bosco, I really think you should reconsider.
I can already see us. Living next door to that nice detective.
Well, it
Flint?
would be
Oh
nice
my
having
God.
someone to do my laundry,
Oh
You
no,
don't even
Flint's
wear clothes.
friend.
and
Yeah.
yet I always end up with so many blood-stained shirts. 'Tis a mystery.
Think of your children. What about that?
I won't need kids once I have the love of my Max. He'll be my new little pet project.
Ew.
Max just isn't that into you.
Oh, geez, Sam, show a little tact. What he means to say is, there is absolutely no way, no how I would ever be interested in you until the day the Earth is consumed by the flames of our exploding sun.
So that's what's gonna happen
You
now.
say that now.
You say that now.
Max is belligerent, recalcitrant, and quite possibly psychotic.
So you're jealous, is that it? Want to keep him all to yourself?
I never knew you felt this way, Sam.
Temporal anomaly detected.
Oh.
Shut up. It's not like that. Max is no...
Oh, I can fix him.
Max doesn't even like girls.
They're a nuisance at best.
Hasn't been interested since... Well, when did that start exactly?
I think it all goes back to that time we were... No flashback? Okay. Well, it's been ever since junior high.
You're wasting your time, Miss Bosco. Max just isn't interested.
The more he protests, the more I know he's the one.
This is showing a lot more about her.
It's a time
Yeah.
card with an inspiringly futuristic version of our logo.
So we want to go to the future, or we want to go to?
It's a time card for the Oval Office
Oval
at the
Office.
White House.
Can we go to the White House from here
Yes,
in this time?
we have a time card.
Let's do it.
What do you think you're doing?
You know, the usual. Traveling through time and stuff.
Override. You've caused a catastrophic temporal anomaly. You're going back to the ship so you can think about what you've done.
I thought you took them away from passive aggressive. Fucking Bosco cow.
He's also Back to the Futuring.
Just look at what you did.
Is he?
Sam, what's a catastrophic temporal paradox?
That!
Oh.
The hell did you guys do?
Max, when you made Mama Bosco decide not to have a baby, that meant Bosco was never born.
But if Bosco was never born, then we never would have gone back to meet Mama Bosco in the first place. Neat.
Are you fools just gonna stand there explaining everything? Or are you gonna fix me?
Sheesh. Give a guy a cool cow body, and all of a sudden he's the owner of the time stream.
All right, Boss Cow.
Boss cow.
What have you two been doing all this time?
Hanging out with your mom.
Real classy guys, fine. Don't help me.
How is this THEM detector supposed to work again?
It's a highly sophisticated technology that works based on a target person. You scan somebody with it, then use that to open a new destination for the time machine.
Isn't that how the baby maker
Finally,
works?
a straight answer. I don't know why they started outsourcing tech support to store owners on spaceships.
Can you describe your father for us?
Man, I thought you guys were detectives. Haven't you figured out I was a test tube baby? My mama didn't need a man. I got everything from her.
Where'd you get your paranoid fear of giant invisible conspiracies out to kill you?
That's a chemical imbalance that's all mine.
We're on.
We've got to go break up with your mother.
I told you guys, cut it out.
Here, spit on
I
this.
can't think of any part of Bosco that I'd want to carry around with me. Bosco already scanned himself with this thing. Not happening.
Scan Max.
It printed a time card with Stinky's logo on it. I've already scanned myself with this thing. It's the elevator's emergency recall button.
All right, so then we have
You have the Stinky card. Now we get to meet Grandpa Stinky.
we have the future card, and we have the Stinky card.
And we get to meet Grandpa Stinky. I'm so excited.
So your choice.
Let's
Bosco's freelance future,
let's do Stinky first, and then we'll do the other stuff.
or you said you wanted to do the Oval Office too. So
Oh
your
yeah, we
choice.
do need to do that too.
Oval Office or Stinkies.
Flip a coin.
Doing the Oval Office.
That's fine.
I flipped the coin in my head. It was heads.
I'll bet.
Okay.
Sure. I believe you.
Is that eagle holding a gun?
Look, Sam, it's my summer
Yes.
office.
It wasn't.
I don't think
And
so.
money.
Take a
Remember,
look
that's what
around.
our seal looked like. Whoa,
Welcome
is
to
that
the Oval Office
Jackie
visitors.
O?
Next tour begins in 30 minutes.
This is a long time
Speedball!
before the horrific
Why?
sequence of events that led to
Why
your
is he there?
presidency.
Super Bowl's there.
I'm
Why is
not
he
gonna
there?
Probably
interrupt the
Super
free
Bowl's
world
dead.
Here.
No, I
This
think it's
will
Super Bowl.
not stand.
This far in the past, I assumed the Earth was still flat.
Oh.
Oh god. I'm telling you, this game.
It's the
I
official
mean, I know
calendar
Simpsons
of the
made
United
some correct
States. The best part of
assumptions,
being
but this
president
game is
is
really
changing the
starting to
date for
creep
the
me
entire
out.
country.
I don't want to change the date right now. I'm temporarily confused enough as it is. Whee!
It's fair.
I wonder who's in this picture.
It probably came with the frame.
The father of our country.
He didn't have glasses on the other one, did he?
No, that's probably the one that does.
Annals of Americana.
I think
How
it's
to Win
Super
a
Cell.
War in 30
Oh, is it?
Days. Truth, Justice, and the American Way by Clark Kal-El Kent. Annals of Americana.
I love
I
that.
still like
Anals.
Annals of
Anals of Americana.
Foreign Policy for Ninjas. Corrupt politicians and the women who love them. Weapons of mass destruction and their everyday uses. If I remember my history correctly, today's the day of the pivotal Rap Peace Accords. We better not disturb them.
Rap piece of cords.
If I remember not disturb them.
A
Rat.
rat piece of cords.
Hi,
Okay.
I'm George
I was gonna say,
Washington.
It was the 60s.
Shove your
that
nuts
wasn't
in
a
my
thing
mouth
yet.
and I'll crack them.
Please don't make fun of nuts.
Having 50 of these pillows would make the place a lot more comfy.
We could build a fort.
Hold on, out of the way, Max.
Nope. No way.
I can't scan Super Bowl.
You
No.
seriously can't scan? Why?
Hey, Super Bowl, would you mind spitting on this? It's for a science project.
Can't, sir. I never spit. Unless I'm startled or under extreme distress.
Okay, so startle him.
Better not.
Fine.
Hi there,
Can't
random
you just take his
Secret
cup?
Service agent.
I can answer any of your questions.
His
Please
cup.
don't touch
He's drinking from
anything.
his cup.
I'm Agent Super Bowl.
You know,
Super Ball.
as
It's a
every
code name, sir.
detective show
I'm
I've
a
ever
bouncer.
watched from the
Secret
90s
Service humor.
forward,
In the
they
future,
leave their
we
cup
know a
on
guy
a
who
public
looks just
table.
like
It's
you,
public
with the
property.
same
Do
name.
whatever the fuck we
I've
want
never
with it.
seen you before. And there couldn't be another Agent Super Bowl, sir. The code names are unique.
See?
Oh, Super Bowl. I get it.
See?
How long have you been working for the White House?
Just a few months. I've already been assigned my first door.
That's all you do? Guard this door?
Not at all, sir. I also provide tours, run the patent office, and narrate public service announcements.
That's a lot of work for one man.
I'm still new. In 40 years, I'll be promoted to receptionist.
Oh, look at his smile. He doesn't have that anymore in the future.
We need your help with something
He's been
official.
guarding a door for
What
40
will it
fucking
be, sir?
years.
Yeah.
We'd like a tour of the office.
Very well, sir. That's a desk. There's a couch. Another couch is there. A calendar. Some pictures. The door you see behind me is 100% Northwestern white pine with an interior flat jam in.
That's plenty, thanks. We want exclusive rights to produce our latest invention.
We wish to crush competing inventors to see them driven before us and hear the lamentations of their patent lawyers.
Very well. What'll
That
it
was
be?
a good joke. I liked that. It was fantastic.
What do we want, Jackie? Perpetual motion engine?
Lighthearted surgery support.
Colostomy bags made of bubble wrap. As much fun to pop as they are to wear.
That's clever,
Jesus
sir.
Christ.
But I can't just issue a patent on an idea. I'd need a sample of the invention, plus an explanation of what makes it unique.
We want to hear you narrate a public service announcement.
All right. Are your cigarettes killing you? As unbelievable as it might seem, cigarettes made outside the U.S. actually contain chemicals that are addictive and possibly even harmful. For your own safety and that of your children, smoke only homeland-grown tobacco, the kind doctors recommend for your good health.
Jesus,
Now
it's
you
the
know,
60s.
for a
Fuck.
better America.
It really is the 60s.
We want to hear another public service announcement.
Do you know how to recognize a communist?
Jesus
Look for the
Christ.
telltale signs. All communists are double-jointed in their necks and elbows to aid them as they steal American secrets. Communists also secrete a brownish, viscous residue from their palms, which can be found on their homes, children, and pets. Now you know, for a better America.
We want to hear another public service announcement.
Those were the only ones I know, sir.
Fine.
Just keep guarding that door.
Gladly, sir.
Where's the president?
He's in the war room. Important national crisis. And when I said national crisis, I meant to say he's just watching television. The war with Cuba.
All right, Sam, our mission is clear. Nuke the commie
I
bastard!
think we've seen enough of the war room for one lifetime, Max.
Yeah, you're right, Sam. Having to hurt people from a distance takes all the fun out of it anyway.
What do you think of the president?
He's the greatest man who ever lived, sir.
Oh, these poor bastards of the 60s having to grow up in a world without David Arquette.
What?
Heard any good gossip about the president?
Extra toes or nipples, can't talk to the press without slices
Nipples
of
just
ham
keep coming
stuck
out
down
the-
his pants.
Right?
Stuff like that.
The president is beyond reproach, sir. I won't hear any more of it.
Any drug cocktails that need to be injected into him for his back pain?
Did you see a
sure.
strange woman in here a while ago?
Assertive career woman, asking everyone to spit.
That's the one.
Yes, sir. I admired her independent spirit and sass.
We came here from the far-off future.
Aren't you amazed and surprised?
Isn't that shocking?
I've seen a lot of things, sir. It takes a lot to shock me.
Oh, really?
I bet we could surprise you.
Can't be done, sir. I'm imperturbable.
That's such a
We
creep.
killed your dog.
I'm surprised, sir.
Really?
Yes, surprised that you try that one again. It never works.
We did that already.
We're your
remember?
new sons.
And we want to live in your house and raise my children of questionable parentage.
And we're both axe murderers.
And I'm voting for Barry Goldwater.
Nothing?
It's like I said, sir.
I told
I'm
you,
not
you gotta
startled
take
easily.
that drink. You gotta
No,
take
I think you do have to
We
shock
come from
him
the
into the
beginning
spitting.
of
Yeah.
the
You
do.
21st century.
In the future, television is delivered through thick cables instead of being sent through the air.
Does that not blow your ever-loving mind?
Not really, sir. I'm not easily startled.
All right, we give up.
The man's a rock, Sam.
Nice try, sirs. I almost felt my pulse rate increase there.
Keep up the...
Alrighty.
Thank you, sir.
Hup, 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 hup.
I'm guessing they couldn't fit a television on there. A true Weasel Scout would keep his merit badges on him at all times.
Be prepared. Be very prepared.
Oh god.
Things to do in Dallas.
Donate to the school book to
Things to do in
Valentine!
Dallas.
That's great.
I don't remember that one.
Whoever chose this lamp was taking liberties with the concept of good taste.
Oh, liberties. Alrighty. Shall we go to Stinky's or the future?
Well, let's go to Stinky's. Meet Grandpa Stinky,
Stinky's
and then
it
we'll go back
is.
to the future. Oh, Grandpa Stinky. Are we finally gonna figure out how Stinky killed her grandpa?
What do you
Quote
two
unquote
want?
grandpa?
It's the one true Stinky.
Are we glad to see you?
Why?
Still, it's a new person to talk to.
Look, Sam, it's us as impressionable preteens.
Aw, look at COPS. There's not all that shit on the walls.
Arcad. That's right. Remember, she put that stuff up because it was from her travels.
F+.
Remember?
I'm not
Yep.
sure if that's failing well or failing poorly.
Half a star. A thumbs up from Crummy Eats.
Sorry, my leg was killing me.
It's the
Tart
tart
Looks
cake.
like Girl Stinky was telling the truth for once. The gooey molasses tar cake really is an old family recipe. Nah.
You gonna go talk to preteen Max?
I'm gonna scan
Weird.
Stinky.
It doesn't work on him for some incomprehensible reason we don't care enough about to pursue further.
Fancy gewgaws and who's what's it away from me.
I have to say,
Gewgaws.
I like scruffy seafaring Stinky.
Check this out. It's from 1963, and it's signed by the president.
I love that
My dearest
Marilyn Monroe is
Maxine.
right there.
Meet me tonight at Stinky's. Wear that dress I like. The one where I can see your... Holy... I didn't think they knew that word back then.
President's wife wasn't named Maxine.
What is this, the Temperance League? Lighten up!
Looks like this case has a screw loose.
Oh, look, a screwdriver.
Can I borrow that screwdriver?
Oh,
Well,
look, there you are!
As long as you promise to bring it back. I hate to think what would happen if I had to stop working on computers.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
sure
That's
thing.
what happened? That's what happened to you!
Max, distract Stinky for me.
Oh my God! Look, Stinky!
Yeah, what?
Somebody's trying to break into your display case.
Real smooth, little buddy.
That was great.
Another satisfied customer.
The
Devil
devil?
memorabilia.
No siree.
What about the apples?
No, nothing doing.
Hey, champ, what are you working on? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
But we're strangers who have candy and cool guns you can play with.
Well, that should be okay. I'm working on my new arcade game, Bluster Blaster.
Oh, you made Bluster Blaster!
There's got to be
Which is
something more
no
constructive to do than
reference
work
to
on this game
episode-
all night. Well, there is that prom at the school tonight. This year's theme is Summer of Awakening Desire. Lame.
Lame.
A smooth kid like you must have dozens of girls wanting to go to the prom with you.
Don't lie to the boy, Sam.
Nah, all the girls are into Max because he's mean to them. And also, he doesn't complain when they dress him up in their doll clothes.
I fucking hate it when games
Precious memories.
perpetuate that bullshit.
Let's stick to one neurosis at a time, Max. Don't you want to get out and meet more sexy young people your age? Yeah, who's got time for that? My video game is so close to perfect.
Oh,
So,
Bluster Blaster, you
If
know
they're
me
preteens,
too well.
they're like 12 at this point because preteens.
Shouldn't you
is
kids
12.
be outside playing?
If they're
or
12
dating,
in the
or
60s.
whatnot?
This is
And
1980.
It's 8 o'clock
Oh,
at
is
night.
it, oh, it's 1980.
When I was
Okay.
your age, I would have set fire to at least 4 different categories of things by this hour.
Nuh-uh. You would have been playing that video game all day, just like he is.
Don't you sass me, boy! You're lucky that you grew up to be the only one who knows how to use the time machine, kid.
Aren't you worried you're turning into something of a, well,
Dweeb? Doofus? Dorkwad?
who cares? I don't need you guys or anybody else. Max never calls me names.
That's right, Poindexter.
Good shot.
Wouldn't you rather grow up to be as cool as I am? With a boss car and a detective job and a huge gun? Would I have to be as fat as you, too?
Anomaly detected.
You got lucky, punk. What are you doing with Bluster Blaster? I built him from a kit. Now I'm just working on the AI.
Now I remember. You used to be a total nerd, Sam. Funny, though. All this time we've spent talking to the cops, and you never once mentioned you're the guy who built Bluster Blaster.
Just never seemed relevant, I guess.
That means that you're
What's wrong
Bluster
with the video
Blaster's
game?
daddy.
It's fine, I guess. But with only a 1 megahertz processor and this 8-bit I/O adapter, the AI doesn't get enough cycles to... Can the dork lingo, Chubbs. Just give me the weekend. It'd be easy enough to download a new AI, but I haven't found one that's any good. What was that you needed for your video game again? A new artificial intelligence, Grandpa. Don't you grown-ups know anything about computers? Make good choices, son. Didn't you guys say I could play with your guns? We lied.
We lied, kid.
It's a good life lesson.
All right, real quick before I talk to Max.
The spaceship's artificial intelligence unit is stuck on the elevator. It's sealed on there with some futuristic super adhesive. I'd never be able to pry it off.
Good thinking, though.
Super adhesive? I'm sure there's a way to get that out.
I don't think it's scan you.
Nothing doing.
Okay.
I've already scanned myself with this thing. I already
Yeah. Memorable toast.
Memorable toast. Is that toast, Lincoln?
It is toast Lincoln, right there in the bottom left.
Yep.
Is that toast, Lincoln?
It's too bad that's not up in the.
I
in
knew
the...
Girl Stinky didn't really salvage this from the Titanic Part 2. It's our
Part
old pal,
2.
Bluster Blaster.
Max,
Take
did you
your
fucking have it?
turn.
Hey, little guy. What are you scamps up to?
I'm only playing Bluster Blaster, the newest and best video game ever
He's
made.
even so good, he's
Duh.
playing while not looking at the screen.
And he has Max outscored.
What's so great about this video game?
Are you kidding? This game is the only thing that really understands me. You rock hard. See what I mean?
Shouldn't you kids be doing something constructive? Or at least less nerdy?
Today I get to do anything I want.
You do anything you want every day, Max.
You're the best!
Why don't you kids go outside and play?
Why would I go outside when my best friend's in here?
Gee, Max.
Oh yeah, Sam's here too.
Oh, second. Keep asking questions, Jackie.
Wouldn't it be healthier to get your validation from other people?
People are dumb and they just don't get me.
Fuck.
You're the greatest!
See, it's like the game knows what I'm thinking.
Playing that game so much is unhealthy, little guy.
You're awesome!
Unhealthy to hear the truth? I don't think so.
I vaguely remember something very important about this day. What was it?
There was my party. Duh.
Don't forget that prom and after-prom kissing retreat tonight, Max.
Boring.
Great job! You're getting better!
I don't
That
know why
prom
the fans
sounds like a
don't work.
fun and informative time for a young person.
Did you
Why aren't you there?
turn off the
Couldn't you get a
power
date?
strip or something?
Loser. You're the loser. Loser. No,
I don't
you
wanna
are.
unplug any of
Jenny
these other things,
Tallarico
just in
asked
case.
me to go, but I turned
Oh.
her down. She just doesn't
Yeah.
get me like Bluster Blaster does.
Great move! You almost dodged it!
There we go.
Oh boy.
Wasn't Jenny Tallarico the girl who had a crush on you for years, Max?
I don't know. I never noticed. They call her Jenny Tungarico because she'll kiss anybody and she uses her whole mouth. Grody! Grody!
Spit.
All
There's
right.
lots of neat stuff about girls. You'll realize once you take that first step to adulthood.
Why bother? I've got everything I need right here.
You're the best!
Just
I like
say
how
no, little buddy.
Bluster Blaster
Word
has
up.
basically brainwashed Max at this point.
Heck no. I'm keeping this away from me for my own good.
All right, the jukebox.
There's just the one song. As Stinky would say, if you don't like it, go deaf. Gooey molasses tar cake. Hi, Stinky.
Are you the parents of those two parasites?
Well, not exactly.
Although we do still have a time machine, so I wouldn't completely rule out the possibility.
That's gross, Max.
I'm just saying.
We bring a warning
Like
from
Fry,
the future.
are we gonna be
In
our own
about
grandpa?
25 years, you're going to be
I
murdered.
like the song.
Murdered my
I'm
soul
my
and
own
pancreas.
grandpa.
I once wrestled
Oh, good old
4
Tom
rabid
Arnold movies.
grizzlies while standing on the back of a rutting alligator.
What was that one,
while
Meet the
being
Stupids?
pelted with Ferrari-tipped
Something like
darts
that.
And
Something like
fighting
that.
off a case of irritable bowel syndrome. I'd like to meet the man who can murder old Stinky.
Hi, I'm Max.
I think you were talking
Honest,
about
Stinky,
a girl.
We're detectives, and we've
I am
seen
no
all the
man.
evidence.
Yeah, I am no bad.
Wait, how and who's going to do it?
Well, we don't know exactly.
Detectives is really more of a catch-all term for guys with guns.
Some woman claiming to be your granddaughter has taken over your restaurant.
Granddaughter my cleft palate. I never had any children.
Really? A cantankerous,
You sure?
misanthropic, hairy old cuss like you would be great with kids.
Perhaps someday.
There you go. That's how you did
Yeah, I
it.
don't
You made
want
it
to
want to
rush
have
you,
kids.
Stinky, but if you're planning kids, you're gonna have to get on that pretty quick.
We want to order something.
Too bad.
We'll take a pan-fried red panda with. What?
Can't you see? I'm so close to perfecting my gooey molasses tar cake. I can't be arsed to cook for you hooligans when I got so much cooking to do.
What's a gooey molasses tar cake?
It's based on my ancient family recipe. But my proud, knuckle-dragging forefathers never thought to use my secret ingredient.
The blood of innocence.
Nutmeg.
You're both wrong, and you're both stupid. No one has ever thought to use before.
Damn the Scots.
Tar.
They're in
I'll
Scotland.
test your tar cake for you, Stinky.
They're in
Sam
Scotland.
can and will eat anything.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? To just waltz into a restaurant and order something to eat.
I really
You're
like
just trying to
Scruffy,
find out my
Seafaring
secret
Stinky.
ingredient.
It's great.
Well, you won't, because it's the one thing no one has ever thought to use.
Tar. It's tar.
We're from the Public Health Board.
Almost none of the vermin in this establishment are wearing federally approved hairnets.
Government types. Pah! Weak and pathetic, the lot of you. You can't even begin to comprehend what I'm doing here. My dishes will challenge the weak and weed out the inferiors like you jelly-jawed lip flappers. Only the strongest will survive.
Jesus Christ,
It
he's just
will
flinging
be
insults.
glorious!
Holy shit. Are you sure Stinky's not your granddaughter?
So, are you going to show us to our table or what?
How are the 80s treating you, Stinky?
What are you two still doing here? No animals allowed in my diner.
It's okay. We're service animals.
Could we be seated already?
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
We're being discriminated against, Sam.
That's,
Also,
that's very relevant.
Go away
Yeah.
and die.
But most of
Just
all,
go away
thanks
and die.
for just being you.
Here, Stinky, spit on this shit.
Would you mind giving us a spit sample, Stinky?
You want my spit sample? Just order some food.
No,
No.
thanks.
I was gonna say, oh my god, do we make the girl stinky?
That's what I was thinking.
It couldn't hurt to take just a sample. We should have those results for you in about a week, Mr. Cake.
Oh my god, if
turn
it's
your head and
him
talk.
and Max, that explains her murderousness.
Well, now we have a sample. We can go back to
Making a
Bosco's,
thing,
'cause
yeah.
we have the tar sample.
Oh, that's right, we have the tar sample. There's a fucking chocolate bar in this picture, and I can't fucking find it.
Jackie's doing like a fucking Where's Waldo so you can find.
It's the last thing I need to find is a fucking chocolate bar, and I can't find it. I'm so
The
pissed.
tavern. Did you check the tavern, Jackie?
Why are you doing
What?
Did you check the tavern?
It's not.
The chocolate. You know, you
It
found
comes,
that bar.
it comes in bars, Jackie.
It is a chocolate bar. That's the first part. It actually says chocolate bar.
No, I'm pretty sure Bosco's
I'm not the only one that
battle
thinks
wasn't a tar
chocolate.
cake.
That when you think of bars, you think of chocolate. Oh god.
I wonder what to do with this tar sample.
Something.
Oh, fucking really? Let's go to the future.
I'm here for support.
How faded is Boss Cow gonna be now?
No, we're not going to that future.
Oh.
We're going to the future.
Whoa!
Sam,
Look how old.
more
Oh god!
visitors.
I don't know how to use a light bulb with that.
There, Sam.
Oh Jesus!
Yes.
Oh my god!
How embarrassing. This is 30 start dates behind. When did the Jetsons move in? There goes the neighborhood.
Oh god!
Good, the Frag Mariachi's still here. Oh, I have one thing I really
Their
want to check.
appeal is timeless.
Yes! Oh please!
Whoa!
Where's Leonard?
I hate pack rats.
He's probably in there. Let's just take another look real quick.
Whoa!
He's
I
buried if
hate
he's in
pack
there.
rats. Guess we couldn't afford 2 tape drives.
You think Jimmy's back?
Let's see.
High-tech rats. What future dystopia is this?
Yeah, I didn't see him either.
I love, by the way, that in the
bulletin board's all
100
wet and
first
ruined.
words for
We
a
must get
little
careless in
nerd
the
book
future.
that we got.
Who
Abby,
cares?
It says
one of the
stinky
things is
stick-tight
dystopia.
adhesive, based on an old family recipe. #1 throughout the entire galaxy, with secret ingredient vitamin 13.
It
Oh,
can't
now
be
we
all
know
that
this.
big a secret if it's on the poster.
Maybe secrets are different in the future.
I do like here.
It's an
Local
obituary
mariachi
from the
says
local,
adios.
More trophies from our victories. What did we get this time?
local mariachi Pedro died this week due to complications from...
From what? A perfectly aimed bullet to the evildoer's cold black heart?
I can't read the rest. It's too blurry.
Need a magnifying glass.
I'm surprised you haven't said anything about future Max wearing.
Oh,
Wearing
I,
the Jordy LaForge
oh,
thing.
I was going to, but I also
Looks
thought
like we
no,
kept
because we're gonna
Bosco's
talk
model
about that for a
volcano after all
while.
these years.
Blowing things up for science will never go out of style.
With this bad boy, we'll never need another file cabinet.
You can take
With
it.
this bad...
How are you
No.
gonna get it to? How are you gonna get it to the bath?
Not much use for this anymore.
Fuck is this chocolate bar?
Where's our
Fuck me.
TV?
It's the future. You don't need it anymore.
Jackie still can't find this fucking chocolate bar.
Remember? It's in the fucking. It's those contacts that go in your eye, and then you can read everything.
Where we're going,
Which,
we
by the
won't
way, if you
need
put your finger this fucking
coach.
close to your eye, guess what you can't do? This isn't even on my cornea, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not reading
Hey,
shit.
future Max.
Oh, hey
Joe
guys.
Biden can do it though because
Look,
he's possessed by the
Sam,
devil.
more
Yeah,
visitors
somebody
for
argued
your
that Joe
special
Biden
day.
was wearing contacts
Comically
that fed
backwards
him
past versions
everything
of
to
ourselves.
say. And I was
No,
just like, how about
I
this?
wanna
Put,
keep
I want you
these
to
shoes
write one letter on your
That's
finger
nice,
and bring
Sam.
it this close to your eye. Don't touch your cornea. Just bring it this close to
Do
your
you
eye
remember how
and
we
tell me
cured
what you
Bosco
fucking
of his
see.
parentage problems?
That's, if it wasn't so fucking
Oh, he's the guy
insane.
who invented Skynet, isn't he?
Sorry.
No. I was hoping I'd be the one who did that.
Bosco
I don't
invented
remember
Skynet.
much
Oh,
about
God, of
that
course he
case. Something about spit, wasn't it?
Hmm?
You must have been having a ton of exciting future adventures in space.
No, we don't take that many cases anymore. We try to stay mostly around this street and the neighboring shop.
If you're not taking cases, what do you guys do?
I've become an expert in volcanology, and Sam is... well, Sam is in his own world now.
Great transmogrifying vapor wolves of Rigel 17. Booster rocket through the Van Allen belt. I'm in my office.
Future Sam is the best thing in this game.
What's wrong with the other me?
Oh, he's fine. Mostly. The years add up, though.
It's lint from my pocket. This should be useful later. The future is a baffling potpourri of peculiar sights and odors.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
our advanced world must be frightening and confusing to you. I'll try to speak slowly, so that your 21st century brains can understand.
So much in the office has changed.
Oh, the wonders I could show the two of you, if I wasn't afraid of violating the time stream. Yeah, the time stream's asking for it. Well, okay. In the future, we can make phone calls to other people even when we're not at home. My God! And our cars now have additional brake lights above the rear seat.
What about robots? Do we have robot slaves in the future?
With lasers? Oh, you uncultivated savages. Robots are used for controlling our spaceships these days. Surely you've heard of the Maintron 28,000 line? Well, of course! Right, Sam?
Everybody's heard of that. I can't shoot, Max. I'm glad to see the old freelance police are still in business.
Yes, dear stupid past Sam. But of course, now we're a wholly owned subsidiary of Stinky Corp.
What's Stinky Corp?
What?
Get a load of this, Sam! These yokels have never heard of Stinky Corp.
I don't feel like playing darts right now.
Yes. Well, anyway, Stinky Corp is the mega corporation that owns everything in the
If
future.
Alex gets Alzheimer's, this
We
is
made
exactly
enough
what I
money for her
expect.
diner
Yeah.
to take over the world? No, cretinous Max. From her super adhesive.
Told ya.
What's this about Stinky super adhesive?
It revolutionized the whole galaxy. Now it's used for everything from scrapbooking to alien
Is that the tar
spacecraft.
cake?
She's claimed in interviews that it was based on an old family formula.
Ah.
But Sam and I think we figured out the real secret. It's made from mole men.
What?
What's this about?
It spacecraft. She figured out. It's
Okay, so her
You're seeing
super
it.
adhesive was used
so
to stick the
long.
AI onto the
That's
machine.
how we say
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Make sure you talk to this old
Oh,
Sam.
man.
Oh, I've been saving him for last for a reason.
He's in the
You
Captain
me?
Pike chair as
I
well.
can't shoot, Max. Apparently, all those years of adventuring have taken their toll. I can't use these things together. How goes the case, future me? I can't reach it. Keep up the good work. I think I'll leave him to his memories. I think I'll...
Oh my god. I can't use these two things.
I already
together.
scanned...
Okay, so we need to take this to the president.
Old Sam is the best thing, yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And then hopefully we can mix Super Ball with this tar.
Why would we? Oh, right. Oh god, are we gonna make a Super Ball stinky?
No, we're still making Bosco.
So we think. Jesus.
My dearest Maxine, meet me tonight. Tender caresses down your... And a donkey. Love, the Prez. That's very shocking, sir. Where were they going to meet?
Inside Stinky's diner.
Stinkies! I can't believe the president would eat at Stinkies. I've lost all respect for the man.
Nuh-uh.
Ow. There we go. Super Ball.
according to that letter, this isn't the only thing the president licked.
Oh.
That was
Should
fucking
be
awesome.
plenty of DNA-rich spit left on this envelope.
The president's a very thorough licker.
Oh, stop. Jesus Christ. It seemed unnecessary.
And now we also know the secret ingredient for
Vitamin, whatever it is.
yep,
13. I do like how Boskos has always played the exact same song.
Right? For 30 years straight. 40, actually, technically.
There, president.
Time stream altered.
It's all set now.
Jesus.
It's
so
a sample of the
creepy.
president's spit. This sample says
Don't touch that.
Alright, so let's turn him into Boss Cow Kennedy.
Fast Cowdity.
Ah!
Nope, still fading.
Hey, Boss goes back to his old gruesome self.
Took you fools long enough.
we've still got to figure out how to fix that time paradox, though.
I don't know. I kind of like seeing less of Bosco.
Yeah, but we don't want to rip a hole in the space-time continuum, little pal.
We don't?
Yep. Typical Max. Swear to
How
God,
are we
I'll
going
find
to get off this
fucking
spaceship?
chocolate bar.
We're not getting off until we've taken care of THEM once
so
and for
mad.
Do you want me
all.
to take a look while you
No,
Get
because
to
you're
the
gonna find it in
wanton
2
violence.
seconds. It's gonna piss me off.
Not until you guys get me back to normal.
What's the chocolate bar look like?
It's brown. It's in a rectangular
And
form,
it's wrapped.
It's pink and red.
and it's
yeah.
probably
Moscow?
wrapped.
I don't know you guys. I still feel
All right,
kind
give me
of.
one
No,
second.
no, you pay attention
What
to that.
did you
Fuck
guys
off.
do?
Fuck off.
We kind
no!
of made it so that you've never been
Don't you
born.
think me?
Whoops.
But being born is one of the greatest things I ever did. Fix it, you fool!
But that one doesn't
Existence
involve
isn't
effort
something
on your
you can
part.
just ask for, Bosco. You've got to earn it.
How's Half-Life?
How's life as a paradox treating you, Bosco?
It sucks, man. I want to exist all the way again. Do something!
We're on the case, Bosco.
We've got to go break up with your mother.
I told you guys, cut it.
Alright, let's go to Stinky's.
I'll test your tar cake for you, Stinky.
Sam can and will eat anything.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? To just waltz into a restaurant and order something to eat. You're just trying to find out my secret ingredient. Well, you won't, because it's the one thing no one has ever thought to use.
So how do we do that then?
So long, Stinky.
You already know what the secret ingredient is. Just tell him.
I tried.
No, it wasn't an option. I could have sworn that would be an option.
Here, Max, eat this.
Nope.
Stick a...
Nothing doing.
Nope.
Stick a cork in it.
Not happening. No way.
Go check my fantasy lineup real quick.
Oh shoot. Oh well, I can't really adjust mine until
Well, I know who won this week.
probably Drew.
I know. I think I've won.
Because you weren't facing Drew.
I was saying you weren't facing Drew, so.
About you and
So
Max.
I'm thinking I'm gonna need
You
to-
mean the future Mr. Bosco?
You could have had my last name.
You know what?
Look,
Okay,
lady, you just don't get it. I'm just not into you.
Keep on protesting.
Jesus
go
Christ,
back
lady, you're
to-
starting to sound like a.
Stinky.
You're starting to sound like a very aggressive, typical modern man. You're just not getting it. You know, the more you protest, the more I want it. Nothing's better than fucking a lady who doesn't want it. Jesus Christ. Sorry, that was aggressive too. I'm not gonna lie though, I did see a tweet that said that. It was very upsetting.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Better idea. Yeah, better idea. So we need to get Max interested in girls.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she only likes Max because he's
Oh, that's
not
right.
interested.
You got it. That's true. Did you look that up?
No.
Okay.
But what I was trying to think of is, what can I do with this fucking tar cake sample? Because no one's ever thought of it before. But Super Ball needs us to bring something to patent.
That's right.
We need your help
Oh,
with
and then he
something
can't
official.
claim it
Double a
anymore.
piece, sir.
We want exclusive rights to produce our latest
Because I was
invention.
going to patent
Very
the
well. What'll it
carbon
be?
dater, but it,
Right.
We'd like to
Smooth.
patent our tar cake recipe, Superball.
It's a special recipe we made up ourselves, and anybody who says different is a damn
what are you
liar.
cooking there?
And what ingredient makes that a unique invention?
Vitamin.
Wallaby sweat. Biasically frozen wombat guano.
Oh God.
Vitamin 13.
That was
Guano.
That seems to check out.
Dig, and we haven't even played that on stream.
That patent grants you exclusive rights to make, market, and improve on your invention.
This must be just
Excellent.
what Thomas Edison felt like.
Now you're gonna show
Minus
it
the
to Stinky.
stealing
He's
and
gonna
time
flip
travel,
out.
of course.
Oh, Sam, you're so naive.
Yeah, maybe minus the time travel.
By the way, it is 10:30.
Well, you haven't found your chocolate bar yet.
I'm not going to. I'm gonna fucking give up.
You're gonna find it. Let me help you.
It's literally the last fucking thing I need to find in this particular problem here. I've gone back and forth in a grid pattern. I have zoomed in. I just can't fucking see it. And I know what's funny is while I was doing this one before, I was like, I'm gonna have a hard time with these chocolate bars. Everything else literally just like popped out at me. I just cannot see these fucking chocolate bars.
an example of how the other things blend in?
They're all done.
Show me one of them.
I just told you they're all gone. When you click them, they disappear.
How blended in are they?
Some of them are really obvious, and some of them are like behind something. But for the most part, like where everything is kind of moving, you see, like things are in motion.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, the objects that you're looking for don't move unless they're attached to something. Like I think it was.
It's sealed up.
What was it? I think a Yeti doll or whatever was
We
on
have
this
to
car.
insist
so
that
it
you
moved
cease
with
and
the car,
desist
but
all
that's about
future
it.
production of gooey molasses tar cakes, Mr. Stinky.
We're not angry at you for stealing from us. Just
give it to me, you
very,
do
that.
very disappointed.
Poppycock.
You'll
That
get it
recipe's
immediately, and I'll
been
be
in my
upset.
family for centuries.
The
Watch
U.S.
the fucking
Patent
game,
Office
Al.
says otherwise,
No, I'm listening
Grant.
to
No, we're done. No, we're not paying attention to this. We're playing Sam Max.
Office can
Now we're going
Bill.
to.
Fucking pissed. I'm
Actually,
fucking
I don't believe
pissed.
that falls under their jurisdiction.
Between
Fine,
Dylan getting to
I'll
publish a
throw
book
it out.
before me, you fucking
He's definitely
giving him
not
the
going
idea,
to.
you fucking giving him the idea, you being so fucking good at everything all the time, and now I can't find the fucking chocolate bar. Tonight sucks.
Hold up quick.
Thank you.
We have to make sure that your time stream is correct.
After this, we have to save though.
The cops are not suggestive.
Okay.
What
does that have to do with
what
shit?
is Bluster Blaster?
Well, he's aggressive. We know that.
What are my options?
Please.
Abusive.
Abusive.
Done. Jackass.
Come on, Alex. Jeez, Alex is all of a sudden. Your tactical poop.
Was a little too early.
Was a little too early.
But
Well,
the
this is-
fact it's delayed.
I'm not gonna lie, it is 10:30. This is about the time that Alex starts.
This is usually when I go take my tactical poop.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just 10:30 is when shit starts to click for me.
Or maybe your body's just used to your tactical poop to the point where it's like the blood flow needs to go the other way now. All right, you gotta save it so we can.
I mean, we're right here. Hold on.
We're right here for what?
I'm giving the AI to little Sam so that he can upgrade Bluster Blaster.
But you didn't want him to do that. You didn't want him to be a nerd.
He's not gonna be a nerd. He's gonna finish here and he's gonna go
I've
hang
never
out with
seen
women.
anything that advanced. It must have at least 640 kilobytes of RAM.
Yeah. Sorry.
Whatever, kid.
Ew.
This is exactly what I needed for my video game. I'll just download the AI.
640
Yeah, you do that.
kilobytes
Then
of
go
RAM.
outside and play or
Whoa.
something.
Sorry, it's the 80s.
Shut up! Oh, you broke the game, Sam.
Nuh-uh. I made it better.
This like totally blows now. Let's go to that dance and make the moves on some chicks.
But I was going to Penn Station to pick up some power converters. Make sure you check out the snack table, little me. If I remember correctly, the pigs in blankets were decadent.
Time stream altered. Jackass.
So, Mac, feel any different?
I feel like it's been too long since the Maxinator taught a lady what sweet, sweet love is all about. Let's motor so we can pick up some primo early 80s tail, bruh.
Bruh. Oh, let me check Bluster
It's
Blaster.
our old pal, Bluster Blaster.
Okay.
Alright. So now we go back to Bosco's
Did you show
mom.
Stinky your patent?
I did. And he was like,
Yeah, that's
fucking,
how it.
fucking asshole.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Not in so many words, of course.
In more words, but in less
In
color.
many more words. All right, but seriously.
Okay, but seriously, we're gonna talk to this bitch.
Okay. And then we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Also, fuck you for calling her a bitch.
Ooh, Miss B, did it get freaky sexy in
Oh,
here,
God.
or is it just you?
What'd you do to my Max?
The better question is, what is your Max gonna do
Oh.
to you
Oh.
all night long?
Don't look at me, Miss Bosco. He's been like this ever since we were kids.
Why don't we ditch the pooch so you can give me a special tour of the store?
Oh, God.
I've been wanting to see what you've got round back.
Different, Max. That does it. I'm done with all of you. Men.
Temporal anomaly corrected. Jackass.
So that was one fix. All right, save the game, please.
We go home.
No, he wants to see what happens.
Okay.
I want to make sure that
And
works.
then save the game, please.
Because I'm pretty sure we got it right with the president, not Super Bowl. Hey, it's Bosco.
Looks like we did a pretty good job patching up that cigarette burn on the fabric of reality.
Yeah, that's right, ladies. Come on up and give Daddy Max time
Oh,
fixer
God.
some sugar.
You're a lovably lecherous tool, Max.
There's Sam and Max. Now you've seen just how dangerous it is to mess with THEL.
Dangerous?
All that stuff we just fixed was your fault.
Shut up!
All right, let's go.
They know we're here.
Relax, Bosco. You're gonna have a coronary.
Good. I think I'm.
Yeah, they're
If
probably
I
the
think I know what
grotesque
happens
and
next, I'm
misunderstood
very
kind
glad
of
we.
humans who just come to Earth because they hate cows.
And I think Alex knew that.
You
What?
two go first.
That we want to get the cutscene first.
Well, that was my goal. Is if I figured we were very close to the next.
The next
Big.
phase. The next act.
Up.
Crossing
good.
98% complete.
Oh no!
Oh no, the mariachis!
I knew it.
It's THEL.
They wouldn't be here.
Oh,
Extraterrestrial mariachis.
What are you guys doing here?
We can explain everything quickly and simply. No, that is not our way.
So the happy birthday, extraterrestrial mariachis.
Oh my god. I'm getting Coco vibes here. Seriously. Look at her teeth. Jesus Christ. So messed up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the Moai heads! And him. Nipple ring.
don't want to go.
What?
Oh, I suck.
I like how the one is wearing a mariachi hat. The Bermuda Triangle? Oh my god, it has the festival stuff! Oh, I love it.
Oh,
no.
The cowman.
The cowman has had a heart attack.
He gave himself a coronary.
No, Bosco's soul.
No, he gave himself a coronary.
Begin the soul crushing.
Oh god.
So, as I was saying, we have to sit and stare at nothing for 1,000
Crushing his
years
soul.
straight.
Help me, Sam and Max!
Ay, ay, ay.
Hang on, I just want to see what's in our inventory really quick. Okay. So, let's save here.
That's a good place. It's a good cliffhanger. In the end.
Yeah.
Un poco dinero.
The Hermanos Extraterrestrial Mariachi.
Yeah, the vatos.
I was, you guys didn't piece that together because even earlier tonight, Jackie's like, "This probably stands for something."
What?
I'm like, "Oh no!
I'm
don't
missing all of
don't
this.
try
You
to
are missing all of it because you just took your headphones off.
I'm sorry.
immediately. Rather than saying goodbye to anyone.
I was going to say goodbye. I just wasn't going to hear it.
Wow.
Like
okay,
I
Jackie.
said,
No, that's
Jackie,
not-
you gotta get
Fine,
better. at
I
saying
have to
goodbye.
go. I have to go to the bathroom, and I'm trying really hard to just like be patient here because somebody takes for fucking ever
Tactical
usually,
poo?
and
You coming
he
back
doesn't
to finish
respect
this?
when I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. No tactical poo.
What?
I said tactical poo. You coming back to finish this?
No.
No. No. It's fine.
No, I'm gonna go work on maps because it's my job.
Okay, that's fair.
Good night, Jackie.
And now I can talk to myself, so we're all good. Night, guys.
Enjoy your insane whisperings.
Fuck you.
Can you bring me a drink?
Just fucking go get one.
Just,
Okay.
just throw one in my face.
Okay.
I like how the mariachi music has been playing in the background this entire time.
What a very low throw for an underhand.
Because I was afraid that if it went too high, I'd actually hit you in the face.
Funny. I thought that's what you wanted.
Alright. I have to let my headphones sit for a minute before I can put them back on.
Why? Now that he can hear me.
Wait. 'Cause Jackie's ears get very sweaty. It's gross to put them back on.
You were just waiting until she left the room to say that?
Yes.
I had a feeling that was the case. Alright, you doing it?
Hold on.